Long ago, well, not too long ago, just the other day, in this modern Kenya of Wi-Fi, M-Pesa, and endless TikTok dances, there lived a young woman named Zawadi. Before we begin, besties, please don't forget to like and subscribe. This is the only way for you to support us, and we promise to bring you interesting and hooking stories every single day. To the world, she was Zawadi the Star, a big influencer with alleged followers, weekly brand deals, and the kind of soft life photos that made people say, "Hey bana, life's not fair, uyu akona everything." But the truth? The truth was more slippery than a matatu conductor giving you change in coins, because Zawadi was faking it. Fake followers, fake likes, fake brand deals, fake soft life vacations. Even her motivational quotes were borrowed from Google. But still, she walked around the estate like, "Call me influencer wa influence. I shine like I'm powered by her essence." The neighbors would just laugh, whispering, "This girl is living in a dream. Photoshop mpaka she looks like ice cream." Zawadi lived in a small bed-sitter in Umoja, but online she told people, "Currently enjoying my weekend getaway in Dubai." Meanwhile, she was actually standing inside a photo print shop taking pictures in front of a green screen. One day, a really big company, Safari Fresh Juice, announced a marketing challenge, looking for influencers to represent our brand. Zawadi, being Zawadi, posted confidently, "Safari Fresh, get ready, your star influencer is here." She sent her fake stats, fake screenshots, fake engagement crafts, everything except fake confidence, because that one she had naturally. Safari Fresh called her for a live event performance in Nairobi CBD. There she was asked to show us your real audience engagement live. Zawadi froze. Her armpits began sweating like they were boiling ugali. Her voice trembled. The manager asked, "Madam Zawadi, can you show us your fans? Maybe go live." Zawadi opened the app, clicked go live, and the first comment that appeared was, "Hi Zawadi, is this you borrowing Safaricom Wi-Fi again?" The second comment, "We are only 3 people here, ama the others are imaginary." The third, "Record scratch." The entire hall burst out laughing. Zawadi wished the ground would swallow her like bad network. The Safari Fresh manager shook his head and said, "Madam, for a brand ambassador, we need engagement, not arrangement." Zawadi ran out of the hall, embarrassed. Her head was spinning like a Nairobi roundabout. That night, she sat on her bed staring at her ring light, the same ring light that had helped her lie her way into pretend fame. She sighed, "Chai! I've been faking so much that even my confidence is catfishing me." The next morning, Zawadi made a decision. No more fake followers, no more fake deals, no more Dubai in Umoja photo shoots. She wiped her entire page and posted, "From today, I'm just Zawadi. Real vibes, real life, real hustle. No lies, no filters unless the sun is misbehaving." Surprisingly, people loved her honesty. Her real content, funny, raw, and Kenyan to the core, started attracting genuine followers. Brands actually noticed, small ones at first, but legit. Slowly, Zawadi began to grow, not the fake way, but the honest way. The journey was tough, but she learned. A fake life grows fast, but an honest life lasts. After Zawadi abandoned her fake life and chose honesty, life didn't magically become easy. No, real life hit her the way Nairobi rain hits you when you forget your umbrella, suddenly and with attitude. But at least this time, everything she faced was real. Zawadi decided to start creating content that truly represented her life. Her first video, a vlog titled "Reality Check. This is my house tour, bedsitter edition." She showed her tiny sink, the single window, and the famous ring light that had seen more lies than politicians near elections. To her shock, people loved it. Comments rolled in like, "Sisi pia tuko bedsitter. Welcome to the club. This is the content we signed up for. Real recognize real. Fire video." For the first time, Zawadi felt seen. Not by imaginary followers, but real humans.
Soon, her neighbors started calling her Auntie Za, short for Auntie Zawadi, the storyteller and real-life content queen. She embraced it, even introducing herself with some flair. Auntie Za wako kwa area, bringing vibe na ile mbaya. Her content became a blend of comedy, daily hustle, and small skincare routines using things she could actually afford. Welcome to my skincare routine. Step 1. Wash your face. Step 2, drink water. Step 3, mind your business. Her honesty made people scream with laughter. One sunny afternoon, while filming a video about washing clothes in a basin because the washing machine is still loading, finally, her phone buzzed. It was an email from a growing Kenyan brand, Lala Fresh Naturals Skincare. They wrote, "We love your honest content. We want you to be our brand ambassador." Zawadi blinked, rubbed her eyes, and blinked again. Hey, ambassador. Mimi, are you sure you sent the correct email? Ama ni spam. But no, it was legit. She danced around her bedsitter like, soft life loading, ata kama ni pole pole, still transitioning. This time, the brand wasn't looking for fake numbers. They wanted someone relatable, funny, real, and authentically Kenyan. She signed the deal. And unlike her past brand deals that only existed in Canva mockups, this one came with real money. But in true Nairobi spirit, the moment you rise, even kidogo, haters appear like mosquitoes at night. Some old schoolmates started saying, "Saya anajifanya ako humble. We knew her before fame. She was fake once. She's pretending to be this real-life thing, still clout chasing." She didn't respond. She had learned that replying to haters is like arguing with a border rider. You'll never win. She simply posted, "If you don't like my vibe, please unsubscribe. Life is too short for bad energy." Her fans loved the clap back without clapping back style. One evening, during a blackout, which came like a thief in the night as usual, she recorded a funny rant using only a candle. "Kenya Power, this relationship is toxic. You leave without notice and come back without apology. We need counseling." She uploaded it to TikTok just for fun. But overnight, it exploded. Millions of views, thousands of shares. Her follower count jumped faster than Matatu music bass. This time, the numbers were real, not bought. People called her the queen of everyday struggles, the CEO of relatable content, Madame Authenticity. And the name that stuck, Auntie Za, the real influencer. Weeks later, you won't believe who emailed her. Safari Fresh Juice. Yes, the same company that once exposed her. They wrote, "We see your growth. We'd love to collaborate." Zawadi smiled and whispered, "Look at God working overtime." But instead of revenge or showing off, she replied politely, "Thank you for the opportunity. I'd be happy to work with you, the real me this time." They signed her instantly. Now that Auntie Za had become a real influencer, with real fans, real brand deals, and real numbers, she thought life would finally be smooth, like freshly applied shea butter. But real fame comes with real drama. And in Kenya, drama doesn't knock, it enters like a relative visiting unannounced. One bright morning, Auntie Za went to Java in town to film a simple vlog titled, "Spend the Day with Me, Content Creator Edition." She sat with her iced coffee, adjusted her ring light, and said, "Guys, today I'm soft-lifing kidogo. Not fully soft life, just softish life." The vlog was smooth until a random guy at the next table started loudly whispering into his phone. "Bro, Auntie Za is here, but is she drinking iced coffee? So she was broke. She's pretending again." Zawadi had everything, but she ignored him. After all, she had learnt the art of being unbothered, level 1000. But the guy didn't stop. He sneakily recorded her, zoomed into her drink, zoomed into her face, and zoomed into her ring light like he was shooting a wildlife documentary. That night, he posted the video online with the caption, "Caught. A fake influencer was spotted acting rich in Java. Fake Life Part 2 coming soon." By morning, the video had spread like Nairobi gossip, fast and without breaks. People commented, "Eish, Zawapi. Huyu tena? She's back to faking. Influencers and lies, chai." Even on Twitter, X, she was trending. #AuntieZaFake again. Zawadi saw the trend and almost fainted. Aki, why? I was just drinking iced coffee, not buying a Range Rover. She felt her chest tighten. For the first time in months, she questioned herself. Is being real even worth it if people still assume the worst? Brands started emailing her. Safari Fresh. We saw some online chatter. Please clarify. Lala Fresh Naturals. We trust you, but a statement would help. Her true fans defended her. Auntie Za is real. Leave her alone. What's wrong with drinking iced coffee? So even broke people take Fanta. You all love dragging her for nothing. But the noise was loud. Too loud. After 2 days of silence, Auntie Za decided enough is enough. She set up her camera in her bedsitter, the same one she had proudly shown her fans. She sat down calmly and recorded a video titled, "Let's Talk, the Java Scandal." She spoke from the heart. Hi guys, I wasn't faking anything. I bought an iced coffee because I wanted one. I don't need to be rich to drink a cold drink. See, iced coffee is $3.50. Ati, that one now is a scandal. Then she added a rhyme that made fans scream. If taking coffee makes me fake, then even hunger will say, Auntie Za, you're doing too much, please take a break. She finished with, I'll keep being real, and part of being real is living my life, not performing poverty for approval. Boom! That line ended the scandal. Suddenly, the comments flipped like chapati on a hot pan. Fans said, Go Queen! Auntie Za the poet, I salute you. Influencers act rich, but Auntie Za can't drink coffee? Nonsensical. Even brands posted supportive messages. Safari Fresh tweeted, We stand with Auntie Za. Realness over rumors. Lala Fresh Naturals posted, Authenticity wins again. The guy who recorded her? He tried to apologize, but he also trended for the wrong reasons. Hashtag, let people drink coffee. A popular Kenyan talk show invited Zawadi to discuss the pressure of being real in a fake world. She dressed simply, looked confident, and said, I used to fake everything. Now I'm real, and people still complain. So the truth is, you can never please everyone. Just be yourself, because that's the only person you can keep up with daily. That quote went viral for the right reasons. Suddenly, she became a symbol of authenticity, not just another influencer.
After surviving her first real scandal and coming out stronger, Auntie Za felt like nothing could shake her again. But life, especially Kenyan life, has a habit of saying, "Where, hold my chai?" Because the next chapter of her journey was about to introduce her biggest fan, her biggest enemy, and a twist that even Riverwood scriptwriters could not predict. One Saturday morning, Auntie Za held her first ever small fan meetup at Uhuru Park. She announced, "Guys, come through. No gate fee, just vibes and laughter. Bring water, good energy, and if you have mandazi, please share." Fans flocked in. Students, mothers, border riders, office workers, even that one guy who always asks for phone chargers in matatus. Auntie Za felt overwhelmed. People were hugging her, taking selfies, and quoting her lines like, "Softish life. Mind your business, it clears skin. If iced coffee is a sin, jail me." Among the crowd was a little girl named Mwende, around 10 years old, holding a small handwritten sign, "Auntie Za inspires me." Zawadi nearly melted. Mwende said, "Auntie Za, I watch your videos with my mom. You taught me that I don't need to pretend to be perfect. I can just be me." Zawadi's eyes watered. She knelt down and told her, "You are perfect just by being Mwende. Don't let the world edit you." The crowd clapped. People awed. Some aunties even wiped imaginary tears with imaginary handkerchiefs. But just when the mood felt like a Disney movie set in Nairobi, drama arrived. A woman in huge sunglasses, high heels, and an attitude more dramatic than a KPLC blackout approached the crowd. Her name was Valerie V, a flashy influencer known for luxury photos, perfect outfits, and suspiciously identical captions across all her posts. Many believed Valerie also faked her lifestyle, but unlike Auntie Za, she never admitted it. Valerie walked straight to the meetup and loudly announced, "So, this is your little fan club. How cute." The air froze. People exchanged glances like, "Eish, episode imeanza." Zawadi stayed calm. "Hi Valerie, what brings you here?"
Valerie smirked. I just came to show people the difference between a star and a wannabe who went viral by accident. The crowd gasped. Even the birds paused mid-fright. Valerie continued loudly. Let's be honest. You're trending because you play the relatable card. But relatability is not influencing. Style, elegance, that's influencing. The fans booed softly. Some whispered, who invited this one? Aki, squeezy haters come physically? Someone get security. But Zawadi remained composed. She stepped forward and said gently, Valerie, influencing is not about showing a perfect life. It's about impacting real people, even if it's one person. Mwende, the little girl, stepped beside Zawadi and said, Auntie Za helped me love myself. Can you filters do that? The crowd erupted with laughter and applause. Valerie's face tightened like expired yogurt. Just as Valerie was about to snap back, a famous Kenyan entertainment journalist, Kizomta News, walked into the park with his camera team. He said, we heard there was drama here. Can we get an interview? Valerie immediately switched to fake sweetness. Oh, hi! I was just complimenting Auntie Za. We love positivity. The fans rolled their eyes. Kizo asked, Valerie, since you're here, would you two be open to a quick online influence challenge? A real-time authenticity test? The challenge was, both influencers would post a live, unedited video of themselves, no filters, no ring lights, no makeup, and viewers would vote whose content felt more genuine. Valerie panicked. No ring light? No filter? No retouch? Her voice cracked like a broken speaker. Meanwhile, Auntie Za shrugged. Sawa, let's do it. Both went live. Valerie struggled. Her voice was shaky, her lighting was uneven, and her confidence evaporated like fair money. But Auntie Za, she was natural, funny, warm, effortlessly real. Her live chat exploded with laughing emojis and heart stickers. When the votes came in, Auntie Za, 89%, Valerie V, 11%. Valerie stormed off dramatically, nearly tripping over a stone. Fans joked, even the stone rejected her negativity. After the event, Mwende's mother approached Auntie Za. She said, thank you. You reminded my daughter that she doesn't need filters to shine. Auntie Za hugged them both and whispered, realness will always win, even when fakeness arrives in heels. After defeating the Java scandal and shutting down Valerie V at the meetup, Auntie Za's fame grew like Nairobi rent, quick, unexpected, and with no chills. But with fame comes temptation, and this time Auntie Za was about to face the biggest test of her new honest life. One chilly Nairobi morning, Auntie Za woke up to an email that made her heart jump like a matatu avoiding a pothole. Subject, exclusive offer. Become the face of House of Lush Luxury Boutique. The message read, we will pay you 1.2 million KES for a 3-month campaign, plus a trip to Cape Town for a luxury photoshoot. All we need is simple. Post that our handbags are your luxury collection. Pretend you own them. Show the soft life image. Just like that, boom, the temptation arrived. Zawi stared at the email whispering, a whole 1.2 million. That's not money, that's deliverance. She paced around her bedsitter confused. Her bank account looked like it needed oxygen. Her rent was due in 2 weeks. Her phone screen had a very suspicious crack forming. And her fridge? Well, her fridge had the personality of a desert. But the catch? She would need to fake luxury again, the very lifestyle she had promised never to lie about. She sat on her bed having a serious meeting with herself. Left side of her brain, take the money. Are you mad? Do you know what 1.2 million can fix? Right side of her brain, and go back to faking? Auntie there, don't do this. You worked so hard to be real. Her brain fought like two aunties arguing over the last piece of chicken. Just as she was overthinking herself into a headache, her friend, Mama Tino, called. Mama Tino was the type of friend who always told the truth, even if the truth slapped harder than Nairobi wind in June. Zawi told her about the offer. Mama Tino said, "Zawa, listen, if you take the deal, you will look rich online, but broke in your soul. Is that the life you want?" Zawi gulped. "But the money," she whispered. Mama Tino replied, "Money can come back. Your integrity, once it goes like fare in a matatu, you won't see it again." Zawi sighed. Deep sigh. Sigh of someone carrying 3 generations worth of pressure. That evening, someone knocked on her door. It was Mwende, her little fan from the meetup, standing with her mother. They had brought her a small hand-drawn portrait with the words, "Auntie Za, the real influencer." Mwende said, "I drew this for you because you're my hero. You're real. You don't lie like others." Zawi's eyes filled with tears. At that exact moment, she knew her decision. She opened the email from House of Lash, cracked her knuckles dramatically, and typed, "Thank you for the offer, but I cannot promote luxury I don't personally use. My brand is honesty. If being real costs me money, then let me be the richest broke girl in Nairobi." She hit send. Her heart felt light, lighter than the plastic spoon that comes with street ice cream. The next morning, she woke up expecting regret, but instead, she found a surprise. Her email had blown up. A large Kenyan ethical brand, Wananchi Wears, wrote, "We saw your integrity. We respect your honesty. We want to offer you a long-term partnership." And guess what? The amount they offered, even more than House of Lash. On top of that, they offered to produce a mini documentary on her journey from fake influencer to authentic content creator. Zawi just dropped her phone and shouted, "God of softish life, you do not play." Mama Tino came over with chapatis. Mwenda's mother brought juice. Neighbors stopped by to congratulate her. Her small bedfitter turned into a celebration hall. She laughed, she danced, and she told the story over and over and over. And in the middle of the fun, she shouted, "Temptation came with luxury, but integrity came with destiny."
After turning down fake luxury and choosing integrity, Auntie Za was convinced life would finally calm down. But come, in Kenya, with her life, Calm packed its bags long ago, because fate had another big surprise waiting for her, one that would turn her from a simple influencer into something much more, a national icon. And it would all begin with a matatu ride. One weekday morning, Auntie Za decided to take a matatu from Umoja to town to shoot her Wananchi Wears campaign. She hopped into a bright, loud matatu blasting music that could wake ancestors. "Hey, is this a club or public transport?" she joked as she sat down. But as the matatu moved, drama followed. A young lady entered with a baby and stood because the seats were full. Nobody moved. Everyone was pretending to be asleep like professional actors. Auntie Za sighed loudly. "Ati, all of you are sleeping at 10 a.m. Rise and shine, bana." Still, nobody moved. So she stood, offered her seat, and said, "Hold my bag, sit down and rest your legs. Motherhood is not the Olympics." Someone recorded the moment thinking it was just funny content. However, the events that followed caused the video to go viral. As she stood in the matatu holding on to the rail, she casually started speaking. "We love soft life, but what about soft hearts? Helping someone doesn't reduce your blessings. Hii life siyo competition, sisi wote tunabeba challenges kwa mgongo." The passengers went silent. Even the conductor paused mid-argument. Someone whispered, "Hey, this one has said something." The lady with the baby said, "Auntie Za, you're a blessing." Za smiled and replied, "No stress, Mama. We rise by lifting others, not by lifting selfies only." The entire matatu burst out laughing. The video was barely 45 seconds, but it would travel everywhere. By the time she arrived in town, her phone was going mad. Messages, mentions, notifications. Her name is trending nationwide. Hashtags everywhere. Auntie Za for president, soft heart movement, matatu wisdom. People commented, "Is she the influencer or the philosopher? She speaks like an auntie but thinks like a leader. Give her a TED Talk immediately. Even big Kenyan pages reposted the clip. Celebrities stitched it. Radio stations played it. Someone even turned her speech into a gengeton remix. That evening, while eating ugali and sukuma in her humble bedsitter, her phone rang. Unknown number. She picked her fatedly. "Hello?" A firm voice replied, "This is the Office of Public Engagement. We want to invite you to speak at the National Youth Forum." That choked on her ugali. Me? Speak? National? Youth what? The voice said, "Yes, the country needs real voices. Your message on kindness went far." Zaf rose in fear. Ha? A girl who once faked Dubai trips in Umoja, now speaking at a national event. She looked around her tiny room and whispered, "God, are you doing PR for me personally?" 2 weeks later, Auntie Zah stood on a grand stage in front of thousands of youths, government officials, journalists, and leaders. She wore a simple wananchi wears outfit, nothing flashy. A microphone was placed in her hand, lights shining, cameras rolling. The crowd was buzzing. She took a deep breath and delivered a short, powerful speech. "I used to fake my life because I thought being real wasn't enough. But real is more powerful than any filter. Real kindness, real honesty, real stories. When we stop pretending, we start growing." The audience roared with applause. Some youths cried, some were inspired, even tough-looking officials nodded like, wise girl. Media houses ran headlines. Auntie Zah becomes the voice of the youth. From fake influencer to real inspiration, Kenya embraces the soft heart movement. She wasn't just famous anymore, she became respected. Schools invited her to motivate students. NGOs asked her to campaign for mental wellness. Parents quoted her lines to their teenagers. Life is not a competition. She became a symbol of authenticity in a world full of pretense. One weekend, Mwende, the little girl who admired her, watched Auntie Zah on TV and shouted, "Mom, that's my hero. She's on TV. She's changing Kenya." Her mother smiled and said, "Because she chose to be real."
For the continuation part, please click on the link below the video to watch the second part. And do not forget to drop a thumbs up for this video.